Alright, YouTube, Nate Dunn, back at it again, Mississippi Wrenches. So today, yep, you guessed it, paint day. So we're going ahead and getting the cab ready for paint. Right now, as number this red Scotch Brite, and I'm trying out my new camera this time, so kind of bear with me a little bit. But otherwise, though, we're just getting the inside of the cab scuffed up and prepped up here. So what you're seeing right now is the white sealer, and how I'm gonna do on the inside of the cab is I'm gonna pretty much use some junk paint there, because I'm not sure how much of the actual paint that I'm gonna use on the outside of the truck. I'm not sure how much I would need to save, because it is a pretty good sized truck. But otherwise, though, right now I'm just using white sealer to kind of help with coverage there, and help to brighten it up even more too as well. You can kind of play around with the color with the sealer wise, but right now, like I said again, just painting it. And yes, you can do this stuff while the door is on the vehicle. You just have to kind of narrow in, kind of like so, like you see me, narrow the beam in. Be careful with it, because otherwise you can run it pretty easily like that. But just take your time and just have fun with it, though. It can be done with the door still on. So unfortunately, y'all, we had a little, how do you say, technical difficulties with this style camera here. So otherwise, all I can do is really just show you the outcome of it, and it looks pretty good. I like it. And so it's definitely coming along really nice. I just wished I would have been able to take y'all more on this one here. So I think with this camera here, it don't zoom out far enough for me to do what I need to do. Or I had to have it really way out here. Because now that I'm videoing this, I see this, I'm gonna have to have it further out. So that way it catch all the bottom end right here. And then me doing all this right here. So I can't be completely up like this right here, because it won't show if I'm recording by myself. Now if I had another person, it probably would work, but it is what it is. Yeah, but otherwise it's coming along really nice though. Like I said, it's a pearl white. And really be honest with you, I didn't unveil my actual paint that I'm gonna put on it. This was more of, like I said, painter's hack and painter's trick. Have leftover paint. So there's leftover paint that you're gonna have all the time, and sure enough, I used white sealer, then I used a Hyundai base coat that was very, very white, so I like that. And so sure enough, I used some other pearl that I had. Main reason I didn't go too stupid with the pearl wise, at least on the inside, is because literally, hence, it's gonna be on the inside, so it's not gonna really be seeing a lot of sunlight. And I did use somewhat of a cheaper clear. That's the Master Pro clear at O'Reilly's. Don't get me wrong, it gets the job done for sure, but realistically, this is on the inside, so you don't have to use your stupid expensive clear coat on the inside. It's almost like I said, I heard the term analogy. It's like being a boxer. You don't throw haymakers all day long, unless you're Mike Tyson. Then you throw haymakers all day long. But even then, you throw haymakers all day long trying to knock out the project. You run out of steam, or basically you run out of power. So we're gonna save the very expensive clear coats for the outside. Inside, it'll get a decent clear on it. But otherwise though, I apologize again for the technical difficulties with this camera here. I'm still learning this process here with this camera versus coming from my iPhone here. Using my little dog, or instead of using my regular iPhone, I've got to use this camera that I got in my hand right now. But otherwise, I hope y'all like the very small content today. I'm sorry again for the technical difficulties for the third time. I apologize. But stay tuned, because we're going to get this thing painted this week. So look forward to the all over body of this thing here. But right now, I got to go ahead and get this thing prepped up. Like I said, but I'm going to just wait for this all to dry really, really good and continue to do the prepping on the outside.
So now what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and putting a primer all over the truck there. So the reason why I'm priming this here is because on some of the panels, at least up there on the front of the truck, it's that slick sand or a polyester high build primer, and you need to put a urethane primer over the top of it. You can't paint over that polyester. So pretty much I'm going ahead and just priming the whole thing to get it in one color. And there was a few little damage dings on the back part of that bed skin. I went ahead and fixed it last minute. But yes, what I'm doing is just going ahead and getting the whole thing primed up. And then what's funny about this is I was able to wet sand this stuff here probably about an hour or two, and it was ready for paint for the next day. And hence the primer that I'm using is a Speedo Coat S&G. I can't remember the exact numbers there, but Speedo Coat High Build Primer. What I did was I made it to pretty much a primer sealer, so which is a 4:1:1. So it's a light primer, so there's no build about it at all. All we're doing is kind of just somewhat sealing it up here. And I wasn't worried about spraying it outside, because at the end of the day, I was going to wet sand it anyway. But this stuff dries very, very fast, especially in some temperature. But it sprayed out pretty neat, pretty good too. And second of all, reason why I'm doing this here too as well is to help get me a rhythm as far as painting this truck here. It sounds weird, but sometimes you gotta kind of have that rhythm of painting. So I'm kind of using this primer as a, a test pass basically. So it's kind of just helping me figure out pretty much just how the truck is laid out. But otherwise, I'll just keep on priming and you'll see the results shortly after. Look at how butter smooth that primer laid down on this here. So this is pretty much the, I guess the beginning of the birth here. But look at how smooth it is though. They laid down very smooth. So this thing right here is gonna wet sand perfectly. And so otherwise though, this is it all in its glory here. I'm just gonna let it sit here for about an hour or two, let it dry, and it'll be ready for me to wet sand before long. And what I ended up wet sanding with was 1,000 to 1,500. Like I said, I wasn't trying to cut a lot of stuff out of it. I was just trying to smooth it up some. So it pretty much left the majority of that primer on there. But it's getting ready for its new color here very shortly. It'll be ready for it tomorrow. This right here is the color here. It is Lexus 074. So that's the base coat right there. And then this right here is going to be the mid coat, the pearl basically. And so this is that Eurochem that I'm using. And you're going to pretty much see this is the, that's the Glamour Clear. So I went ahead and bought a kit with this here, and that's the slow temp reducer. Make sure you use slow because it gets very, very hot in that little boot. And this is pretty much how I'm gonna mix that paint up here. I went to Home Depot and got these things here. So I'm looking at the numbers here. So I just did pretty much 2 right here, and then I'm gonna come up to 4 with the reducer. And that's about how I mix that paint 1-to-1. I know it said 2-to-1, but I just went ahead and did 1-to-1. And I just want to see how it is. But this is here is my R500 paint gun, my LV LP gun. And this is a very important lesson I've learned. Make sure you clean your guns. Because I painted a car one time, everything kept going good except the clear. And guess what? My gun was dirty. So that was an amateur, as what's that Bad Chad would say? Amateur move of mine. But till then, that's that gray sealer I'm gonna go ahead and use. It's gonna sound strange, and it probably is strange, and it's probably redundant, but I ended up using white sealer on this on the outside. Cause I wanted to make sure it was the brightest it can be, but it was definitely a pain because it was kind of hard to paint that white over that white sealer. But this is another yeah, remember that's still the base coat there. But otherwise, we're getting ready to go ahead and get started mixing, get started painting. The boot will be already up, and it'll be ready for me to get the painting pretty soon. And that's the little buckets right there with the clear, the mid coat, and the sealer. And this is kind of a little tip here as well too. I wind up taping up the jams because I want to make sure that, like I said, a lot of that stuff didn't get inside. But what I did was I cut a slit because some of it is going to be exposed to the outside. So I cut a little small slit there, and that way that'll let that, pretty much I'm not worried about that hard line in there, 'cause I can take care of that shortly. But at least I'll let a little paint sip through sleep. I can't talk today. I will let a little paint seep through there a little bit. Cause I'd rather just be a little bit than having it all in there. But otherwise though, this is it all ready to go. And I got my wheel covers on there. Got everything taped up real nice and neat. Got the engine covered up. And I know to my eagle-eyed viewers, y'all gonna say I already got the underhood painted. I gotta repaint it anyway because I put a light on it and it kind of scratched up that paint. So it's just easier for me to just repaint it with that single stage black and just kind of dress it up. But otherwise, here's my tailgate. I'm gonna go ahead and start this party off with the tailgate and tailgate party. But yeah, so this is gonna be the white sealer. I thought I had the ventilation system worked out with this thing here, but it still ain't up to par yet. So I'm still gonna have to work on with that. Technically speaking, this is the second truck I painted in this boot. The first one was that red Ford, the '89 F150 that was very popular on the channel. It's the one I did that wooden floor on, and it was definitely pretty cloudy in there, and it still was cloudy with this one here. So I don't know if I just need to get it upgraded. I think I just need to go ahead and upgrade that pusher fan for the ventilation. That might help out a little bit. now we got the sealer down. So now I'm gonna come over with the base coat now. I went ahead and just kind of tacked off the top of the roof there because I know them fumes will be laying on top of there. But this is the base coat here. And yes, you can kind of tell a little bit of difference with it. Like I said, at least you can see the line with that now. But boy, oh boy, I promise you, as the day went on and you just paint more and more, it gets very hard to see that line. Otherwise, let's just keep on painting. Now this right here is the pearl white. This is the pearl we're putting over it now. Now it looks a little funny at first now because technically speaking there is one coat of pearl on it already. This is the second coat of pearl here. It's a long story on the reason why I just painted that first coat of pearl off camera. It's because that new cameraman ran out of space basically. And so I had to sit there dang near for almost an hour trying to download all those videos off of that camera to my phone. And so it was getting late in the day. I said, well, I need to hurry up and start putting this pearl down. So at least I said I'm gonna get one coat of pearl on there, and I'll try to get at least one video of me putting pearl on it. So this is the second coat, and this is pretty much I only did 2 coats of pearl because, really be honest with you, it didn't really like it was changing too much, so I just kept it at 2 coats of pearl. And so otherwise, you see I'm doing that, getting up under the hood and the top part of that fender. So it can be done. It's just a little tricky. And see right there, I can grab the lip of that and pull the hood down. And so I don't have to worry about that for right now until the clear coat. But now I'm going ahead and try my best to lay the pearl on it the best I can. So now we're finna go ahead and get ready for the shine time now. So this is the clear coat. And how I can tell is if you look in the background that this is the clear coat time. This clear coat got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, so it means one thing only. It's gonna be really good with the UV protection. When you see that clear and it's yellow, it's got good UV protection. But anywho, this paint job was a little more challenging than that red truck. Well, one, because it's a tri-stage paint job, but second of all, you really have to think things through when you paint with this boot here. And I put this boot a little further out, a little bit further than I did the last time I had this boot up. And so basically I had to be spraying out of 125-foot hose. And so thus that was really killing my air pressure and all that stuff that I was really having a hard time controlling the air pressure, keeping it up basically, because I'm spraying with a longer air hose. And that compressor is really working really hard, and I had to keep making sure that it wasn't building up any water. But you really have to think things through when you got this boot up, and you see it starting to kind of balloon out some. And I don't think I had the boot anchored down good like I needed it to, because the floor kept coming up, and it was almost to the point I almost fell about 2-3 times at least, because the floor kept coming up. And you see I got them sandbags down there. I thought that was going to kind of help keep it down, but it really didn't. But you just got to do what you got to do, make it work. And I'm going to say there was a blooper. Oh, right there. I knew it was a blooper that was coming up. So technically speaking, my camera fell into the tailgate while it was still wet, but it didn't really do as much damage as you think it would have. I just kind of, I got the camera up and shot a little clear over it, let it kind of flow out, and I can wet sand the rest of it out. No big deal. This right here was a very tricky part here, because you see kind of with the sunset, I'm kind of losing light here, and then it's very foggy and hazy with this clear coat in here. It was very hard for me to start spraying toward this part of the video, because it was just very hazy, very foggy in there. But I just gotta do what I gotta do and make it happen, Captain. Let it rip, tater chip. Kind of a little Richard Rawlings, I guess you can call it. But yeah, it was getting very hard to see in there, especially with it being white and me trying to find that line. It was almost at that point in time. That rhymes. And that rhymes right there. At that point in time, you just had to kind of rely on your rhythm, basically. You can't hit what your eyes can't see. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's basically what it was there. I definitely couldn't see it, but I just had to feel it, basically. But also too, this is very important, because now I'm going to really start getting serious with investing in a full-on face mask. Shout out to my man Trigger Man. He been telling me about that for the longest, that I need to have a full face mask, because this stuff is dangerous. Because I almost, to be honest with you, I was feeling the effects of it then, and I almost didn't make it out in time, because it was it was rough. But look at the aftermath now, though. It's nice and shiny and glassed out. But I really need to fix that ventilation system now, because I really need to be more safer than I have been. But anyway, just look at how it glassed on out. But I hope you like this content, and I hope y'all are as excited as I am, because I'm definitely excited about this. This has been a long time coming. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Please share the video. I really appreciate your support. Till then, just stay busy, have fun, just stay with me with this build here. I think this is gonna be one for the record books here. And this is it the next day out in the sun. And that's that pearl white coming across it. Yeah, this is gonna be one for the books.